What's up guys, it's Punchy, and today we're going to be taking a look at a bell that has a lot of people trash talk it for no reason. Honestly, I think it's one of the best bells for damage, and it has a lot of combo options as well. Layer 2 is on the way, and I believe the new combat will just make it even better. Another bell that just dropped has some pretty good potential, and I hear it's getting some more buffs and variants as we speak. So go check out my video on the gravity manipulation bell. And if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Enjoy. Jar of Souls is one of those bells that people think is situational, but I think it's very viable. The main reason why people say this bell is mid is that it can be parried, but that can literally be said about anything. I think it's one of those bells that keeps getting better once you know how to use it. If you have this bell, executing humanoid players or NPCs lets you store the soul for later use. It maxes out depending on soul quality, where the quality of the soul takes up more space. Different mob souls fill up your jar differently, but I think the best way to fill it up is with 2 golems or 1 player's soul. If you want to do the most damage, absorbing Duke gives the most value. For any soul jar bell, there's a few variables and constants that we gotta explain. The 30-second cooldown and range of the beam should stay the same, but firing style, ability to execute, and damage can change up a bit. The most important difference is found when comparing the constant fire style and single fire style. My friend Naktigonis has the multi-hitting soul jar, which lasts much longer and deals less damage than the single shot variant. With more souls, you'll increase the duration of the beam, resulting in more damage, but this is the worst variant for PvP. The damage is alright, but it's very easy to parry this once you get hit by the initial hit. But I will say this is one of the best damaging tools against monsters because they cannot parry this, so it's very good for PvE. The real good variant is going to be your single shot variant. With the single soul jar beam, it is very easy to knock back and do more damage, and it's very difficult to parry than the multi-hitting variant. My friend Killer does 6% of my HP with an empty soul jar, 9% of my HP after sucking up a power 1 freshie, and a whopping 36 with a power 60 soul. Also, Duke's soul does 43% of my 450 HP character. So there you have it, the damage that you deal is based off the soul quality. Killer's bell does a lot of damage, but his soul jar has a trade-off. Instead of being able to execute enemies with the beam, he does about 10% more damage. For example, if you look at my bell, I do about 7% with an empty jar, 10% with a power 1 freshie, but 29% with a power 60 soul. My variant does less damage, but I can execute anybody low or knocked while I have a soul loaded in my jar. You might think it's worse, but this is great for refilling my jar and getting rid of enemies mid-fight. But honestly, every single soul jar variant is pretty decent when you flourish into the beam or pull it out randomly. Personally, I believe that this bell will only get stronger in layer 2 because the knockback on some place like a bridge will be very devastating. Also, the parry window is decreased, which will allow for more beam hits. Just like a gym bro, you'll be viewing all mobs and players as percentages and damages instead of protein. At this point, power 60s aren't even players to me. I just view them as a 30% beam. All jokes aside, this bell is very nice to play with and you should check it out. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good one.